Inkling has had a slow and steady fall off from being very relevant in the meta, but we just saw an amazing performance from the best Inkling in the world by far, Shirayuki, at Kagaribi number 14, where he placed 5th place with a 7-set losers run to make it into top 8, and then one more into top 8. So we're going to be watching today the top 8 qualifier versus Uame's Olimar, one of the best Olimars in the world. I would assume probably the second best Olimar behind Showdown, but Uame is also like solo Olimar, which is a little bit different. Shirayuki also beat Showdown before this round, by the way, and then the top 8 match versus the world's best Shoto player, Ashimo. So let's go. Thankfully for Shirayuki, he was warmed up in this matchup because he had just beat Showdown the round before in top 16. I don't know if Showdown went also Pyramithra and he also went Olimar, but I remember seeing he beat the Olimar in game 5. But this matchup, I remember back when both of these characters were meta relevant, as opposed to mostly Olimar being meta relevant now, and even that's still like a couple of players. This matchup was hard for Inkling. I remember that being very difficult. It's kind of hard to get up throw up air on Olimar. It's hard to grab him in general, and Inkling just does so much damage off of the grabs. But hopefully the light nature of Olimar will help assist in some random kills with like up smashes, or if he gets any rollers or something like that, it can kill really, really early. But the walling out for Olimar just seems better, so I'm very curious as to what he does. Okay, gets a back air, so that is going to be pretty solid for Uame. Gets a forward smash there on the attempted roller by Shirayuki, but not going to be the kill. But the purple side B is, yeah. So it's so like, it feels so bad because you can't recover high there, or you'll just get hit anyway. So it just feels bad. Armoring through both hits of that up air. Nice waveland. Is this the percent? No, not quite. And yeah, Uame just trying to get just normal damage there. Back air. Oh, straight up gonna kill. Okay, so what's happening here, like obviously this shouldn't have killed, quote unquote, right? But Uame is trying to side B and then hold away to drift away from the stage. Wasn't expecting Shirayuki to be really aggressive there. So again, has to maybe watch out for these potential high intercepts. And that is going to be first stock for Shirayuki, barely a lead for Uame. And I love the fact that he rollers in between in between stocks, because that way Uame cannot run up to him, so he doesn't really have to deal with as much invincibility spawn pressure. Okay, that's going to be up throw, up air. Kind of DIing wrong. Good damage right now for Shirayuki, but yeah, definitely could have DI'd away from platform to potentially make this at the very least more difficult for Shirayuki, but instead takes 50%, and now Shirayuki is in the lead, fair into bear. Gonna be solid damage. I mean, Inkling can do solid damage. It's just generally the damage doesn't matter just because of how the character can struggle to kill. The empty jump could have potentially been grab up throw up air. Gotta be careful on the platform there for sure. Oh no, Pikmin, so that advantage is going to be wasted, unfortunately. Jab, jab, yeah, and Uame just trying to kind of maintain position. Riga's like, I need to play my normal game and not just be aggressive here. Parry, that's going to be good. Yeah, gets the tech chase into the charge up smash with purples. That is going to super kill. Inkling also not a heavy character, so a little bit careful. Oh, but again, not being careful in these positions is pretty rare. Like, very few characters can actually pressure this, especially considering we saw the fact that Shirayuki double jumped to the right, but the air mobility and the air shifting by Inkling is pretty good, and back airs through the purple Pikmin and hits Inkling there. So maybe just has to recover a little bit lower. Again, I don't know if that is susceptible to things that Inkling can do. I mean, I know like run off fair, run off bear can be good, but I feel like it's better than getting 2 pretty early stocks relative for Inkling's, stuff. But gets a couple rapid jabs, so much ink right now on Uame. That can be a lot of damage. I do believe back air, third back air, that could have been the game. No, okay, it doesn't combo. Recovers high yet again, misses the grab. That might have been the stock. I love the waveland out of the roller as well. Playing so evasive right now, but also still getting a lot of good hits. Up throw, up air. Oh, and it's not going to hit because there's a Pikmin on, because the hit lag from the Pikmin chomp will actually just kind of go like, up through up airs. Like, it's not a super hard combo, but it's a pretty tight combo in terms of timing. So if there's any extra frames that you lose, it just won't work. But still, Uame needs a lot of percent. Another back air, recovering high yet again. No double jump right now onto Uame. No Pikmin right now. Okay, finds a yellow. Okay, up air coming out. Honestly, he does a really good job of breaking these Pikmin. I really like that. He's going for landing up airs as well. He can combo into up smash, and I think if it just hits on like a jump read, it'll kill. Which would be crazy to go for. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, but reading a full hop is reading a full hop. You know what I'm saying? Oh, just finds a forward air. And again, even though Uame was doing a really good job making a comeback, it was pretty hard for Shirayuki to find a hit. What did he do? I think it looks like he raw back airs here. Does he turn around? Yeah, he does. So the back air does come out a couple of frames faster, and that might have been the stock, but no, the forward air hits, because I'm sure it was a back air hold to the right as well, so I'm pretty sure that was also bad DI, because I don't think 137 from center you should be dying to Inkling forward air. So again, maybe should just like commit a little bit harder into these moves, because he keeps like dying. Well, the second one he was just at high percent off stage, but the first stock he died because he side beat and held away. That one he back aired and then held away. So dying twice to that has to be a little bit more conscious of the DI, which is something you kind of have to do against Inkling in general, because you also have to be aware at like the mid percents and like back air rollered. Like you start getting back aired at like 45 or 50, that can just straight up be the stock if you don't DI up to avoid the tech chase entirely. But now we're going to go into this game too. Yeah, I think Shirayuki overall played that game super, super well. Not a lot of mistakes by Shirayuki, in my opinion. I think Uame obviously made some like big DI mistakes. Like it's, it all makes sense to do, right? It's just like unfortunate. Falls out of the, he falls out of the jab? Does it hit the Pikmin instead? It's hard to tell. He just kind of was like able to shield. Yeah, I think maybe hitting the the white Pikmin that's on Shirayuki right here, I think maybe the upper hitbox of the rapid jab hit that, so he was able to shield, because obviously he doesn't have a lot of hits done, and that is going to be a pretty big reversal. I love that up B chase by Uame as well. Again, Uame, honestly, really, really good. He's been getting incredibly, incredibly good results recently, within the past like 6 months. He's like consistently been doing very, very well in Japan. Obviously, I don't keep up 100% with all of Japan's results, but I feel like I always see him like in top, and that's literally what I said. The back air, you gotta DI up on those. That is something that a lot of players died to early meta, and people just started DIing up. But hey, if you started playing a little bit after Inkling was meta, you're not gonna be as ready for that. Again, preemptive DI, one of the most important things you can do in Smash. If you want a video on that, by the way, let me know. I definitely would consider doing that video, because I think it's like one of the most important things that people don't often think about, other than like the super top players. And hey, while you're down there commenting that, you can always subscribe, by the way. But yeah, just a lot of pressure right now. Tries to get the up smash there on like an air dodge down, hitting roller. Look at all this ink. Forward throw. This is looking so scary. Again, a high recovery, getting punished by like trying to just skip the ledge, and which I like makes sense, because Olimar's not good at getting off the ledge, right? It's one of his weaker aspects. And again, trying to do a similar thing with this side B, and was just trying to think like, okay, well, Shirayuki's gonna like try to like 2-frame me or something, but no, Shirayuki knows these patterns, has been dealing with this for years, because again, Olimar never really faded in Japan. That's a forward smash. That is a huge lead, slightly smaller lead now after that blue up throw. That was the first Pikmin that comes out after that cycle, so that is going to be still a full stock lead for Shirayuki. Down throw back. So much. When did he get 67? Having the white Pikmin on you is like so crazy bad in this position. Like he gets hit by white Pikmin at 0 into grab at 1 Pikmin, or sorry, it's side B at 1 Pikmin tick, and he goes to 67. Olimar is still a good character, by the way. And yeah, just Shirayuki making sure to kill the purple. I 100% agree. Purple is next in the lineup. And again, DIing onto platform, which definitely makes the combos easier for Shirayuki. I don't know why Uame is opting to do that. You should basically never do that if someone needs to land on the platform for combo. Nice falling up air, though, into this, what was it, falling up air into nair back air. I love that. Inkling does not have a lot of multi-hits, so the up air proving really important right now. And another down tilt. But yeah, just, the only multi-hit aerial that Inkling has, which means that if you're expecting a single hit like a back air or a forward air, it can just be pretty big, because you're going to drop shield there. Oh, I like the wall jump as well, but another up throw that is going to be even stock, 77%. Decent lead, but not crazy, which is a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, finds a back air, nice air to air. Again, is Uame going to get punished for recovering a little bit high? I guess we'll see. Roller is obviously stock. I don't think up throw up air will be the stock here. I think that Splat Bomb killed a purple Pikmin, but still a lot of percent. Scary. Oh, just gets the up smash. Really, I wouldn't say random, but just, I guess, seizes the opportunity, expects the scoop to hit the dash back, which is, I think, exactly what happened. I do think I see Olimar go for dash back here. Oh, no, he catches the roll startup. I think that was frame 3 of roll. You see 1, 2... Oh, sorry, that's the flash is 1. So 1, 2, hits frame 3 of the... Wait, isn't an Invincible starting on frame 3? Maybe it was stale. Maybe the dodge options were stale, because we did see, I believe, in air... Why would it be stale? I don't know. I feel like frame 3 of the roll should have been Invincible, right, for Olimar? Oh my god, Olimar's rolls suck ass. Look at the frame data on his rolls. Spot dodge is frame 3 to 17, and then forward roll and back roll are 4 and 5. 5. Ew, I didn't know that. Also, I didn't realize he had a frame 3 out. I thought it was frame 2. I guess that's why they always go for whistle, huh? But yeah, I didn't know that. So actually, you know, kind of catching a break there is Shirayuki with the bad roll. Not saying doing the roll was bad, but the Olimar bad roll, because that was frame 3. Most characters get around that, and that was going to be a 2-0 lead for Shirayuki there. I don't know if Shirayuki has ever top 8'd a Kagaribi before, especially not one in the modern era. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure he's got close, but I think he's always fallen short. Let me actually just double check that. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Shirayuki has done very poorly at these Kagaribis, actually, mostly placing like 65th, 33rd, I think had like 117th. So at these super majors, he honestly, I don't see a single top 8 in these like super majors. I have S and P tiers, other than obviously what we're watching right now. So really, really impressive stuff that Shirayuki is able to do this. That's why he's wrong one. That's why he's so excited currently, because he is so close to top 8ing his first super major or premier tournament. I think this one was a premier tournament, right? I'll just go, yeah, it was a premier tournament, P tier. So this would obviously be his best result, and also by extension Inkling's best result ever. Like, I think even comparing it to like the early Inkling results with like Cosmos and Armada, which I don't think Armada ever did like super well, but those are just like the 2 older school Inkling names. I don't think anything is 5th place at a P tier, because I guess there were a couple of P tier tournaments. Cosmos did top 8 the first Genesis, I think, but I don't remember if I think he just got 7th place like I did, so this would still be probably a bit more impressive, especially with the current meta where Inkling is considered on the tier list. Like, this is a hell of a, he's just getting out of these rapid jabs hella fast. Is that just like really good SDI? It is good SDI, but I think the Pikmin are getting like rid of like a hitbox or 2 of the rapid jab, and of course doesn't have that much hit stun, so it's not going to actually combo into it correctly if there's an interruption, which I think is what's happening. Nice parry on that downer. That downer is broken for Dissension. It's just also big, so it's hard to like realize it's going to hit you at certain moments. Ooh, I love the forward smash on the attempted nothing that knew Uame was going to do, but unfortunately barely missing out, barely missing on the roller as well. But still, this is a 40% lead for him. He's trying to get these kills. He knows, like, I feel like it's kind of smart that he's swinging kind of big sometimes. Gets a back air on the offstage again. Uame not being careful enough, just has to go low. I feel like he just has to go low and recover slow and just get down air, or not down air, sorry, down tilted or something, like 2-frame. I think that is the best bet, and he's still trying to recover high and dissuade these edge guards when he can just kind of like be really far out instead of holding forward. Nice up air there. Oh, I love the up B chase, but I feel like I really like the fact that Shirayuki is going for some of these big swings at lower percents, because he's like, well, I'm not going to be able to get kills if I don't try to do this, so you might as well try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't seem like he's getting punished super hard. So you might as well do it. The risk reward is super in your favor, or not even if it's necessarily in your favor, but it's worth it to go for it, because 1, it makes Uame play more passively, and 2, if you hit it, that's huge. And Inkling does struggle to kill. Hasn't seemed it this set, granted. Like, he's been getting a lot of early kills, but this is a little bit abnormal. Gets the 2-frame, not even gonna kill, but no ink, so no roller is gonna be available for this recovery. Another 2-frame, that downer hitting, and honestly, it might not even have been a 2-frame. That is going to be stock for Uame, but the return stock for Shirayuki, 1 stock away from top 8. Uame also wants that top 8 super bad. You can see, like, he's been getting pretty upset at what's happening in these sets, so I don't blame him. It makes sense, but Shirayuki's just ahead. He's playing so well. He's playing so fast without, like, I feel like a lot of times when people play fast, they kind of I think that was supposed to be up smash, and messed up. I feel like a lot of times when people play fast, they sacrifice precision, but it also seems like Shirayuki has been very precise in his spacings, in his move choices. It's been looking really good, just also still playing good defensively, or like in advantage. There's the runoff up beat I was talking about. I guess that's why he doesn't want to go low. Try to get a down smash 2-frame that Loki might have killed, but it's looking pretty close for a victory here for Shirayuki. Uame has to make a hell of a comeback right now. Back air, he needs this ledge trap, but I don't know if he's going to get it. No, he's not. Up smash also whiffing there. Unfortunate, that lack of range on that purple kind of bites you sometimes. Corner pressure for Shirayuki, trying to end the game right there. Trying to end it right there as well. He knows he's 1 hit away, and he's just fishing for it. There's a back air. Gets the falling up air so high. I guess that was a jump read. That was an insane read to go for. That is almost nonsensical. Just completely read the full hop and popping off in the corner. You can see it. He's so excited. Again, his first top 8 at a super major or premier tournament. And he did it with the character most players in the world wrote off. And that is Inkling. He's excited. I'm sure Uame's just waiting for like the acknowledgement or like the handshake or fist bump or something. Hugs, everyone's friends. Yay, everyone's friends. He's proud of him. And yeah, that is going to be top 8 for Inkling, but he goes even higher. And now with the dramatic lighting, we go into Shirayuki versus Ashimo. Inkling versus Ryu. Two characters that have definitely swapped places on the tier list. Ryu, barely functional at the beginning of the game, into being good and now considered very good, especially off of the abilities of Ashimo. And Inkling, a character that a lot of people considered top 3 or 5 early game, now relegated to mid-tier basically. But again, it doesn't matter if you're mid-tier in this game. It just matters how good you personally are if you are the best character of that, you know, or the best rep of that character. Already starting off with damage. I feel like the edge guarding in this matchup is going to be pretty good for Shirayuki. Because like, even though, you know, I feel like Ryu has like a decent recovery. Oh, the anti-ledge trap. We didn't actually get to see that against Uame because it's not relevant, because Splatter Shot will just hit, you know, Pikmin. But that Splatter Shot is going to be super good at getting off the ledge unless there's going to be preemptive swings from Ashimo, which is possible. Nice tech chase. Is that going to be the stock with the ink? No, not quite. Pretty close. So I guess it seems like 105, not the percent yet. It's going to be more like 110, 115. Yep, that's going to be the edge guard. Again, these disjointed back airs going to be really good at hitting out Tatsu. You have the ability to go to like harass low just because you have a good recovery. So it is, I think, going to be a little bit difficult for Ashimo. You see him try to a little preemptive on the edge trap, but ends up backing off. But that's going to be so much damage. Nair forward air. I do prefer DIing into Inkling to be behind them, because I feel like Nair back air is less damage than Nair fair. I don't know if it's like slightly less of a combo so you can focus out of it as Ryu. I don't know if there's something like that. Missed the kill confirm, and again, the high air mobility of Inkling kind of working out, but going to get up smashed out of shield. That move is so good. Oh, gets pushed off stage by Ryu, but without a hitbox, it's not actually going to hit. Yeah, and just going to double jump to platform. Doesn't want to mess with it there, just wants center stage. Because Ashimo is so good at ledge trapping, right? If he hits one of those F tilts, it can just be the stock. Yeah, ledge trap trying to get with the down tilt into like jab on the ledge jump, but a little bit too slow. Going to get to ledge there. Would have got to ledge, but the down smash from Ashimo going to get some damage. That's what I'm talking about. The F tilt back air almost killing it. I think 63 before hit. That's going to be a down tilt. Yeah, just neutral air dodging. Knows that that's really smart. And again, I love that Splatter Shot. It's honestly, Splatter Shot's like a super underrated move. I think it's like a very good move and just going to go off stage, harass, but nice Hadoken there by Ashimo to cover the drop off of the ledge there. And that's going to be the stock. No, messing it up. Doesn't matter. It's fine. But he is messing up his kill confirms, which is a little bit scary because that's like Ashimo always hits those. Also, I'm glad Ashimo top 8'd here because I think he went like 0-2 at the pre-local or something, and people were like at the local this week before. So people were like, oh, that's kind of crazy. But then making it all the way to top 8, proving that Japan is kind of crazy because you can go 0-2 at a local and then top 8 their premier tournament. Kind of insane. And yeah, Ashimo just getting a lot of solid damage right now. Just this is what Ryu does, just is able to tack on little bits of percent here and there, and then suddenly you're at death percent. Again, another Splatter Shot going to be nice, but that's going to be the stock up tilt into Shoryu. Doesn't even want to go for the up air in case he misinputs it, and that's going to be 1-0 for Ashimo. Game 2 going to go to PS2. I really think that Shirayuki just kind of has to be in the lead the whole game. I feel like when you have to approach Ryu, it can be really dicey. Oh, that rapid jab's going to get punished. Yeah, down smash red fireball going to be so much damage. But you have to just be ahead. You have to force Ryu to approach into you, because I feel like when you have to approach into Ryu, it's really difficult, especially as a character with like relatively few disjoints. Like he has like, or Inkling has like some disjoint on the forward air, you know, disjoint on the back air, but you know, they're a little bit too obvious, and the parry master that Ashimo is going to punish you if you're not playing with enough mix-ups, so you need to just be ahead. That's going to be a tech chase back throw, potentially getting an edge guard. No, the runoff up, you're going to miss. Roller not going to hit the tech chase either. And again, that roller ink actually hugely mattered there, because that would have been a punish by Ashimo, but again, running too slow because of the second effect of that roller, which again, I wish that it was just Inkling moved faster more than someone moved slower. I don't like taking agency away from a character. Just as game design personally. Like, debuffs are always worse than buffs, in my opinion, in terms of like things happening, but it's a pretty close game. I would say another jump read with this up air. I would say that Ashimo has the lead because the kill potential for Ryu is better, but he's finding so many interesting ways to get kills, and I really, really like it right now. Splatter Shot, yeah, missed because Ashimo was just a little bit too far in, and that is going to be first stock for Ashimo. No lead established. Back air into grab. It's going to be solid damage, 27 plus the ledge trap. Yeah, up B going to go through the stage so far. It's hard to like keep the ledge trap or like an early ledge trap position, or like even attempt to 2-frame Ryu is super difficult. That Nair lingering 5 ever, that's longer than 4 ever. And Ashimo taking the percent lead, but it's nothing too crazy yet. Oh, maybe crazy. No, nice directional air dodge instead of neutral. That was so smart by Shirayuki. The defense in Shirayuki has been really good. I feel like it was really stellar against Uame as well. Oh yeah, okay, just gonna down smash, just gonna cash out, not wanting to go for a tech chase, just wants solid damage and the ink. Splat bomb going to make it a little bit obvious when Ashimo wanted to get off the ledge, reads the ledge jump there. Yeah, trying to posture, I think, for a down air. I don't know if this is the percent for up throw up air. It's not. Actually, I think he just messed that one up, because I think that one's going to work and is the kill. And that is going to be Shirayuki with a stock lead, and he really needs to keep it. And you see him just kind of like playing like, please don't hit me, Ryu. Like the airspeed of Inkling will be nice for that. But run up down tilt will prevent like the dash height from being super important. Oh, you're dead. No lead established for Shirayuki, unfortunately, so that is going to be even stocks as an even percent as we go. No double jump online? No, yeah, it's not going to matter. It's like maybe some cheese. Ashimo does lose to cheese a decent amount. Empty jump jab, so important for Inkling because you get so much ink on your opponent for, you know, relatively nothing that's going to hit the get up attack. Are you dead? Down air, down air? No, it's not going to connect. I thought it was going to go for like a weak fair combo, but didn't go for it. Really, really scared to get jab locked by, to get tech chased with focus. And actually runs under the Hadoken, so that's going to matter. I didn't think about that, really, but that makes sense. Up B hitting there at a shield, but not going to be the strong hit because the jump away never actually hit shield the roller. This should not be a kill. Is it? No, okay, but the next one probably will. I'm assuming Ryu has like a pretty big window because like the heavier characters have bigger windows, and focus won't help since it's a multi-hit anyway. So you can kind of see Shirayuki. Oh no, that could have been up air Shori, but I don't think Ashimo was ready for it to hit. The drift away means that the parry's not going to matter. Oh, this is so scary. Oh, the back air should have totally hit. He messed up his slingshot. Unfortunate there. You can see him do like the little dash forward. That is why you go for slingshots instead of normal RARs. Or you can do attack cancel there, right? But yeah, not going to work out. And Shirayuki blessing his lucky stars right now. 151. So many things are going to kill for Ryu, but the air mobility going to make it ambiguous. Hard to hit anything meaningful right now for Ashimo. He's so scared, but gets the back air. Forward air is going to hit the Tatsu. If that traded, I'm pretty sure Ashimo would have taken that victory, but not going to trade there. Beautiful edge guard by Shirayuki. That is going to be 1-1. God, that was a close game. Game 3 going to go back to Hollow Bastion. I do agree. Ow, so much damage. Nice DI down, though, so he's not going to get hit by the Shaku. Up air going to be pretty safe on shield. I think he tried to hit a different button, which is why Ashimo was able to punish, but it's definitely not minus 13, so drop shield, or minus 14, I think. Down tilt is frame 3. Might be frame 2. I don't know. Ryu's broken. Huge lead right now for Ashimo. This is looking a little bit scary, but also the damage output. Yep, read the spot dodge. I was going to say, if you can read the defensive options after like the low percent hits that like don't technically combo into anything, but can like it's still uncomfortable, so you feel like you have to do a defensive option, and Inkling players are very good. I mean, back air spot dodge into back air jab or back air grab is like literally every Inkling has done that since the beginnings of this game. There's going to be a tech chase, so even though Ashimo did get a solid lead, he's not out of the woods yet. The Nair going through the splat bomb, unfortunate, but still has taken 0 damage. So still, if Ashimo is able to, if Shirayuki is able to get this kill, it's not going to be great for him. That could have been a shield grab out of shield, potentially, but not going to find anything yet. Like, I think if you get this kill here before taking like 50%, you're kind of comfortable. Oh, the down stuff. Sorry, the forward smash didn't hit because of the height of Inkling there, like the low profiling. And yeah, Ashimo now the one playing very careful. 72%, this is when you start being like, ugh, Ryu leads, this sucks. Yeah, not going to hit anything there, but a red fireball going to be, again, more damage. That back air has so little lag. Ashimo loves doing that. It's one of his best traps of, like, you try to react to the back air, and then you just end up getting hit by, like, a down tilt or something like that. And that is a 3-stock to 1-stock lead for Ashimo, the World Warrior. Oh, up smash not even going to hit, a little bit too far, so no. Oh my god, that's so much damage. 64. He's hit him like twice in terms of like combo openers. Yeah, I can't even edge guard that because you don't really have a good hitbox below you as Inkling, and it's not worth it to go for a down air there. This is definitely looking like Ashimo's game. Almost surely going to have to ban Hollow Bastion if this... I mean, I'm assuming Shirayuki doesn't win this game. F-tilt not going to kill. No. Tatsu, so you just have to wait for that, and that is going to be the stock. Oh no, he didn't finish edge guarding him. He thought he was going to like go back air him or something, but he doesn't. So Ashimo lives to see another day, and this is potentially a 3-stock. That's a, oh, nope, misses it. Oh, I thought he was just going to go off stage and do the back air. Hell yeah. There's just up B out of shield. That's going to kill? Damn, I mean, rage. 3-stock for Ashimo. But yeah, definitely going to have to ban Hollow Bastion going into Game 5 for sure. And Ashimo not necessarily banning PS2 because Game 2 was legitimately so close. So I feel like, you know, he's like, well, I can just win that game if I just like one thing goes a little bit better or a little bit more my way. Down smash red fireball, 37. Down smash Hadoken, 55% on to Shirayuki right now. Needs to get back into neutral and stabilize. I don't know if that fourth smash was on purpose. But it definitely seems like he read air dodge. I guess he just read specifically directional air dodge. More ink. This is going to be a lot of damage multipliers, but not able to find the edge guard and that nair actually going to reverse the position. So scary. But that's a down tilt. No, it's just Ashimo still swinging out and fighting. Ink starting to deplete, but not going to matter. Ooh, that was so good by Shirayuki. Okay, so again, not DIing up on this potential back here because he was moving around. He wasn't expecting to get hit, right? So I understand that one. And then at this percent, also just something to note, if you are a heavier character, the first hit of the up smash will not scoop you out of the grounded animation. So Shirayuki knew that he couldn't do up smash here, also was potentially thinking like, okay, Ashimo's just going to mash out. So he goes for a falling up air, which drags down because that's how multi-hit works. Because it's like he's above him, he's going to go down, and that will combo into the up smash, then the first hit combos. So that was perfect by Shirayuki, has the lead, beautiful stuff right there, and he has to, again, try to get some type of lead. Yeah, just neutral get up into rapid jab. Very strong option if you weren't ready to punish the neutral get up in the first place. I don't know if the 2 extra frames are going to matter. No DI to save you from that Tatsu. You are supposed to DI up and in, which feels very counterintuitive because that's going to super kill you if you get hit by the other moves. But yeah, that's what you got to do. Only 14% separate these two players, which is not comfortable for Shirayuki at all. But he's playing really solid neutral right now. You can see he's like playing mostly to not get hit, which I think is what you got to do versus Ryu. Like, you have to just respect, like, full hop nair and all these, like, crazy burst options, or, like, crazy strong burst options. Not, like, they don't burst super far in, but they're just really good for Ryu. And he's doing that. He's not getting hit. Again, only 14% separated them, and that's the first time he's got hit this stock. Beautiful SDI up on that up tilt, but did get punished for air dodging anyway. That's why I go to PS2 instead of Small Battlefield, because it makes Ashimo have to IDJ, which is just adds a little bit of, oh my god, he read the movement, wave landed back onto the platform, knew, hey, you can't, like, look at this spacing, that is so, so good. Shirayuki just stands there and grabs the landing. Honestly, I think was only 1 frame off from getting down tilted, so barely perfect there, and that is going to be up throw upper on platform, which is super gonna kill. You can't get grabbed by Inkling on platform, you'll just die, as we saw. Gets the nair, but doesn't find the hit, and doesn't hit confirm the jab too, because Shirayuki, I'm pretty sure, shielded jab 1. So that is going to be very, very close to death, but finds his way out of the corner, and that's going to be the percent for back air grab. Nice stuff. Shirayuki with a lot of damage right now, 64%. This is the type of lead I was talking about, where you get a little bit more okay with everything happening. Back air into jab. Ashimo not knowing what he wanted to do out of shield. I don't think up smash would have been, well, up smash might have been fast enough. I'm not 100% sure. But look at this damage. With the rage, up throw up air might be pretty close to online, maybe like a single back air, and the down tilt actually going to whiff, or sorry, make the up tilt from re-whiff, landing up air. Again, the multi-hits making it so confusing when you want to add a shield and into that jab, so I think up throw up air will confirm. Yeah, we see him go for the grab there, probably not going to happen now because of the rage. Ashimo taking the stock with that back air, but with this ink and this damage, maybe grab is still the stock. Nope, he goes for a dash attack. Edge guard with the edge slip. Yep, he has no double jump. This is just a rinse repeat. Back air, not even gonna have to repeat too many times. That's 1 more back air, and that, oh, I lied, he is gonna have to, well, that one he can't make it back. That back air was unnecessary. He's dead. He's dead. He was dead before that. Honestly, almost SDs with this fastball back air. Look at how close he was to the bottom blast zone. A couple of pixels. Like, look, that is very, very close right there. But either way, is going to get this recovery. I like that he recovered up just to make sure he wasn't going to get bonked under PS2 and then held in. That is going to be a Game 5. Have to ban Hollow Bastion here, I'm sure. But I don't know what else he was banning before. Maybe FD, maybe Small Battlefield. And we are going to a Game 5 in this loser's top 8 match. Yeah, small battlefield coming out now. The ban was for sure Hollow Bastion. I'm assuming it was 2 bans. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, small battlefield, definitely really scary for Ryu. It's a really good Ryu stage. He gets a lot of his up air changed on the stage pretty easily. The platforms aren't too bad for him. But of course, you are relatively comfortable here as Inkling. I don't think Inkling has like a necessarily bad stage. It's probably just matchup dependent because Inkling, the movement's good. I mean, probably FD would be your worst stage just because you want the platforms to either potentially help you get kills or just like get more damage with like up throw, up air, land on platform type stuff. Moving around these platforms, the smaller stage will also be good for Ashimo just because he can get in a little bit easier. Oh, but finds that, no, he was so right. He read the Hadoken and runs off stage and just doesn't commit. I feel like if he just jumped forward and forward aired here, he just doesn't go for it fast enough. I don't know. I feel like that could have been the stock, but missing out there. Oh, no, I think maybe that was just good drift by Ashimo. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, not going to end the stock there. Shirayuki at death percent. I would not say Ashimo is quite yet. Now probably is from up throw up air, especially if there's some ink on him. But yeah, just the ledge jump coming out. Trying to cover the ledge jump now with the forward air because that could potentially be the stock. Shirayuki, I feel like trying to look for a grab right now. No, just finds the up smash on the platform. That's still the sweet spot. Really nice stuff. I didn't realize that would happen. So just, actually, I don't even know if that was on platform. I think maybe Ashimo was trying to like landing there under the platform. So that is the first stock for Shirayuki. Again, if we can see a sort of lead start to form for Shirayuki, red dashes under the Hadoken. That is going to be a lot of damage, a lot of ink on Ashimo. There's the forward air I was talking about. That's going to be a Tatsu. No, just goes for Shoryuken to recover. Honestly, could have been an edge guard, but that was a weird option. I would not expect someone to do that. And suddenly there's 100%. Look at all that ink. Everything just doing so much more damage. I think the, you know, biggest multiplier for ink, if you have full ink, is like 1.5 or 1.6 times. It can be really big. And up air not comboing into sweet spot Shoryu there. Got crossed up. Unfortunate for Ashimo there. And now Shirayuki is going to potentially get a second stock because of it. Down air, up air. No, it's not going to be the kill. Ryu's so heavy. Trying to get a back throw, no, but the dash attack comes out, does take the stock, but 150, this is, even Inkling can kill at 150, that is fine. Yeah, trying to go these landing up airs yet again, just to like catch Ashimo at a shield, but nothing working right now, and even getting boxed out from his normal moves. Okay, finds a back air. Every offstage position can be lethal right now. Ledge jump coming out. No, just gonna get hit by the splat bomb. I guess he expected the invincibility to be there, but the back air was so close. This back air was so close for Shirayuki. Like, look. There was, like, if he just did back air like 2 frames earlier, it would have hit and been the stock, but no, now he has to find more hits. Gets a forward air off the ledge there. Tries to go for that up B we talked about in the first set, and now swinging out there. That's going to be a forward air. Yes, the linger forward air. Couldn't double jump there. That's kind of what I was talking about from before, but Shirayuki now up again this game 5. 56% is not too bad. I mean, there are certain hits that can kill for Ryu with this percent, but generally you won't be dying here. Rapid jab, that's not going to be, okay, only gets punished by down smash. I thought it was going to be like potentially like downer out of shield into something big. The downer doesn't sweet spot for Ashimo, just barely been off on a couple of things, and it's really weird interaction here. I don't know if it hit because he was in the air still, but normally those down tilts combo. No, he landed. Did he land? It's hard to tell. Yeah, I think he was in the air, so the down tilt doesn't work properly, is able to air dodge through to Shoryu, doesn't connect, and that's going to be damage right now for Shirayuki's 47% off of that. Up air, up tilt into Nair Nair Bear. That's really good for Shirayuki. I don't know if any of that was, like, I don't know if it was all super true, because I know that the Inkling combos have got a little bit better recently. Like they optimized. There's a down smash. This is looking scary for Ashimo. There's so much percent. You do still have Shirayuki at death percent, but he's also playing neutral so well. He's doing a really good job of mixing up aggression and defense. Just like either using his really good frame data with Inkling to kind of like get around stuff, or he's also using the movement to kind of avoid the more obvious approaches from Ryu. Has him off stage. That's going to be a back air. This should be the game. Yeah, he just can't make it back, and that's a 2 stock for Shirayuki to advance into losers quarterfinals, where unfortunately he did lose to Akola, because it's Akola. He's very good. The top 4 of this tournament was Doramigi, Mia, Hurt, and Akola. So, you know, probably the top 4 players in the world, especially the top 4 players in Japan. And yeah, Shirayuki just barely under them. Amazing stuff by Shirayuki there. And that's going to be it for this video. Shoutouts to Shirayuki. I feel like he's always been a lot of fun to watch, but finally getting the result that he knows he can get. His best result ever by far. Area 310 must be proud. I mean, that was a good tournament for them with Doramigi winning and Shirayuki getting 5th. That is very, very impressive. Again, let me know if there's other stuff you want me to cover from Kagaribi. I've been covering Leaf a lot on this channel, so I don't know if y'all want me to cover Leaf again, even though he got 9th here, I'm pretty sure, and just lost like Leo in losers. But yeah, let me know, And as always, social media and partner stuff is down below, and I will see you all next time. Peace.